everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are just tuning in, welcome. My name is Jessica, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Yes I Can Do Makeup. And I just received the Aladdin and MAC collection, and I also did this brown smoky eye look. So if you wanted to see how I created this look using this MAC and Aladdin collection, just go ahead and keep on watching. So just for the timing of this video, I already applied my foundation and also did my brows. And for my skin, I applied first the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Gold Light. I apply that all over my skin, and this skin's gonna give me a nice radiant and dewy effect. My skin's very dry right now, so I apply that first just to give me that glow. And then I apply this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. That's the foundation I use today. And for my eyebrows, I use the Cabral by Benefit, and also use the Precisely My Brow Pencil in both shade number 4. And I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids, and I'm going to use this Luscious Cosmetics primer in the shade Nude. And I'm applying that all over my lid. And I'm using this Vasanti Concealer Buffer Brush just to apply that product all over the lid. So I'm just tapping it on. Okay, so for my eyes today, unfortunately I did not buy the Aladdin and MAC collection palette. I feel like a lot of those shades were similar to the Aaliyah and MAC collaboration they did. So yeah, I did not just purchase the palette. I feel like all those shades already have something similar to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a nice gold brown smoky eye. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Morphe M506 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this shade called Fulani, this shade here. And this palette is from Juvia's Place. It's a Miss Gray Mini palette. So I'm grabbing that shade and I'm applying that right on the crease, right in the middle of the crease. We're just placing that shadow right in the middle, just dabbing it on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab that shade called Ada, which is this shade here. I'm applying that shade right above it. That shade right above that one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Morphe M441 brush and grab that shade Wild Soul and that shade Euphoric, and just gonna go ahead and blend those now together. It's gonna be like my transition shade to blend those shades together. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back with those two shades again. Bori again, and just place that right there again. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Desi and Katie Francation palette from Dose of Colors, and I'm using this shade called maybe Sheens, this one here. I'm upset though because right when I was opening that palette, that pretty blue one just fell out and it just broke, and I try to save it. So I just try to smush it in there. I'm gonna try to fix it later. And I'm placing that right on the outer V. Stamping it on there. And I'm going to go back with this Morphe M441 brush just to blend that shade better. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease, and I'm going to use this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. And I'm grabbing this Luxie 245 brush. Oops, I just noticed all this blue from the shadow that came off. So mind me. So yeah, I'm using this Luxie 245 brush. Grabbing some from there. Go ahead and lightly cut the crease. I'm going to go ahead and go back with that Francation palette, and I'm going to use this Morphe again M433 brush. Grabbing that brush again and just applying that shade in the outer corner again. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab this shade called Kaido, and I'm using this Lancome number 11 brush. and place that right next to that shade Sheens. Just blending those two shades together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade called Casablanca. It's a beautiful shade. It's like a copper penny gold shade. Is very beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that shade right in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and use again that Francation palette. I'm gonna go ahead and use that shade called I believe it's just a kiss. Just a kiss. I'm gonna go ahead and use Just a Kiss. Just this shade here. Oops. So I'm gonna use that shade here. Just a Kiss. And then the inner corner of the lid as well. Just so I can have that nice blend between those three shades. I'm just grabbing a little bit more of that shade called Kaido. Again, with this one, just applying, just going back and forth. Just make sure that those shades don't get lost. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some liner, and I'm using this Pretty Vulgar gel liner, and I'm using this Morphe 2501 brush. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes, and I'm gonna go ahead and use these Cocoa lashes in the style Carry. These lashes, I think these are my favorite lashes so far from Cocoa lashes. So I love how they're so wispy. So definitely will get these again. Okay, now that I applied my lashes, I'm using this Allegro Pro Concealer. I'm applying that underneath my eye area. I'm using this Real Technique sponge. Now for my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use this 8x Under Eye Concealer. And I'm applying that also underneath my eye area. I'm just applying a little bit of this, because a little bit goes a long way. Just applying that right here, in the middle of my forehead, and then the bridge of my nose, right here on the Cupid's bow, and on top of my chin. And excuse my volcano I have right there. It's, yeah. It just won't go away. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer with this Pretty Vulgar translucent powder in the shade Mad About It. I'm going to go ahead and grab that same Real Technique sponge and just apply that underneath my eye area. Taking a little bit right here. And the bridge of my nose right there. So right here. Now going back with that Masquerade Mini palette by Juvia's Place, I'm grabbing that shade Ada again. Just placing that on the lower lash line. And I'm using this Morphe M506 brush again. Now going back with that Through My Eyes palette again from ColourPop, I'm grabbing that shade Wild Soul again. And just placing that shade right underneath that shade. Just blending those two shades together. I'm going to go ahead and water my waterline, and I'm using this Sugar Cosmetics eyeliner in the shade Back to Black. Just placing that right in the waterline. Now grabbing this Morphe M408 brush, I'm going to go ahead and go back with that Francation palette from Dose of Colors and grabbing that shade Sheens. Again, and just placing that shade right on top of that liner and smudging them together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and the stuff, that translucent powder. I'm going to go ahead and apply some powder, and I'm using this Lancome Dual Finish powder in the shade Wheat. And I'm using this Mura brush. Came on my BoxyCharm subscription box, and I love this brush. It's really fluffy and soft. It's one of the best brushes I have. I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I almost forgot, and I'm using this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Just applying that on the lower lashes. So this is actually one of the products that I got from the Aladdin collection, and this is, I believe, the bronzer in this shade, Your Wish Is My Command. And the packaging looks like this. So it comes with a mirror as well. So it's like a red. It's a bronzer, but it has like a red tint to it. So let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it though. This here, you guys can see that. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply it with this MAC 129 brush. Just very lightly. Just applying that and the. I'm placing that shade in the hollows of my cheeks. It says it's a blush, powder blush, but it's a bronzer for me. I love bronzers that has a red tint to it. Not so much, but just a little bit, like this one. Because my skin's already olive, and when I use other bronzers, I feel like they made me more like, they look more gray. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this Laura Geller blush, and this is in the shade Tropical Hues. Just applying just a little bit, just to give a little bit of color. And I'm just using the same MAC 129 brush to apply it with. Just blending that out. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose using that same bronzer. Okay, so for the next product I'm going to be using is the highlighter, and this is in the shade Always One Jump Ahead. So it's the same packaging as the bronzer. And the inside it also has the lamp in it, just like the bronzer did. And then this one is, the shade is like a champagne gold. Yeah, it's described like a champagne gold shade. It's a very pretty shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Moda brush, this highlighting brush, just to apply that shade right on top of my cheekbone. I really love that shade. It's a very gorgeous, very pretty shade. Just applying that right above the arch of my brow also, on both sides to give me that nice glow. The right top of my chin, right top of the Cupid's bow. Still gonna apply that on the bridge of my nose. And right here on the tip of my nose. Also, just to give it like a pop, I'm gonna apply that in the inner corner of the eye here, and I'm using this Morphe M321 brush. Ooh, I love that. So pretty. I just ran out of this Urban Decay Chill Spray, which I was gonna go actually right after this to the store and buy some more. But once I ordered this MacxAladdin collection, they sent me the sample of this MAC Prep and Prime Fix. I'm thinking about getting actually this spray instead. For this one, for some reason, I like it. I like how it makes the makeup stay on longer. I just don't like the feeling of it once it dries. I feel like it gets my makeup very sticky. I'm guessing is I just don't like that feeling of it. I'm not sure how to describe it. I don't feel like the makeup melts into my skin like the other ones, like the other sprays I've had. So yeah, this one so far hasn't been really my favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that MAC Prime sample I got in with the package. For that dries completely, I'm gonna go ahead and intensify that highlight a little bit more and applying it more right here on the top of my cheekbones. You guys can see that glow now. And intensify it a lot more. Okay, just to prime my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use this MAC Prep and Prime. I'm applying that on my lips. And first use this Kylie Jenner Exposed Lip Liner. I'm gonna go ahead and darken it more, so I'm just gonna go back with the Avondale lip liner. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all the lip products that I got from the collection, so you can see a lot of the colors how they look on. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade called Friend Like Me, which is the shade here. So this is the packaging. This is a shade like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it so you guys can see it. Just this shade here. It's like a mauve, pinky nude shade. You can try to apply a brown lip liner to go with the shade because the shade is way too light for me. Okay, and I would pair it with this gloss. This is a Magic Carpet Ride. Just like a swatch so you guys can see. It's like a light pink gloss, and it has like gold pink specks in it. See, with the gloss it looks much prettier. Well, I think it looks much prettier. With the gloss it's pretty in the liner, because by itself it would not look cute. The next lipstick I got is this in the shade A Whole New World. So this is a fuchsia one. It's a very beautiful shade also. Which is this shade here. I don't have a lip liner that goes with this shade here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on its own. I really love this color. I feel like it looks really nice with the shadow also. But use both. What do you guys think? Okay, so I just lined my lips again with that shade Avondale lip liner by Lancome. I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade called Raja. So it's kind of like a wine mauve color. This shade is also pretty, but it's something that I feel like it looks like I already have. It looks like this Lancome lipstick I already own. I just don't remember that shade of it. But overall, it's a really nice shade, and then it's a matte lipstick. So this is I think a really nice shade if you just want to wear just a liner and this color. They'll look really nice by itself. Okay, so this is the last lipstick in the collection, and this is in the shade Princess Incognito. So this is like a rosy, like a dark rosy pink nude shade. I like the shade. It's really pretty also. I think my favorite still is A Whole New World. I just love that shade. It's very pretty. I don't feel like I have a color that, I'm not sure how it looks in camera, but that color in person, it looks like a neon pink. It's like a magenta neon pink. It's a really beautiful shade. Oh, and I almost forgot. I'm going to go ahead and apply this gloss. This is the Diamond in the Rough. I was going to purchase the other gloss as well, but I feel like I already have a lot of shades close to it also. So I just feel like it was unnecessary for me to buy it. But this one here, I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys. I really loved it. It's this here. I love it. It has a lot of glitter to it. So it has like these silver and gold specks. It's really pretty. You guys could see it already. Yeah, I love how they both look together. So this is the final look. I hope you really enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you wanted to see more videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and also I really appreciate if you can give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching.